Let's start with an honest truth. If you're a bit shy or are an introvert like me, learning a new language might sound like a big challenge. Not necessarily because of the work and time it takes, but because it tends to push you way outside your comfort zone. It throws you all the way back to square one with something you do relatively effortlessly in your native language: communicate. That's why today I'm giving you 5 hacks that will help you harness those introvert superpowers. If you put them into practice, I can promise that the process of learning the language of your dreams will be much quicker and less painful than you think. Hi, I'm Abby from MosaLingua. If you're an introvert, let me start with some good news. In this day and age, language learners have the choice between a formal language learning setting and independent learning, and both are valid. Thanks to the internet, shy people don't have to learn in front of a classroom full of other students anymore. There are tons of online courses and resources tailored to your personality. Before we dig further into this topic, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It's a simple way to support our work and help us create new videos with more language learning insights for you. If you already have, thank you so much. Now, let's dive right in with the 5 steps that will turn shyness, something that we don't always see as a positive trait, into an advantage when it comes to learning a new language. If you're an introvert, listening and observing are likely your strengths, so leverage them. Listening extensively to the language you're learning is a fundamental step, and one that you'll probably be a natural at. It'll help you build your vocabulary, learn to pronounce words properly, and learn typical intonation patterns. Just like you did when you were a kid learning your first language, listen to those around you before you start mimicking them and trying to speak. In terms of resources, you can watch YouTube videos, discover new TV shows, and explore podcasts created for learners, and later on, those created for native speakers too. Introverts are often big bookworms also, and if you are, audiobooks are the tool for you. You can even follow along with a hard copy to associate written words with the sounds they make. Introverts tend to like to be over-prepared, and this is good. Just be sure to focus on the right things. When it comes to learning vocabulary, start with the most common words and sentences for situations you're likely to come across in your daily life. This will help boost your confidence. Learning how to greet someone, to thank them, to ask for directions, and to ask how much something costs, for example, is usually easy, and it lays a solid foundation, which you'll need when you decide you want to start speaking the language. At some point, it'll be time to start honing those speaking skills. But don't worry, you don't have to jump straight into a full conversation with a stranger. There are a few ways to ease into it. First, start by talking to yourself in front of the mirror to get used to the idea of speaking in another language. If you're an introvert, you might already have this sort of inner dialogue with yourself anyway. Now, just do it in your target language. If you use the MosaLingua app, part of the learning path will be recording yourself saying the words and phrases you're learning, and then comparing your pronunciation to that of a native speaker. Alternatively, you can also practice with a technique known as shadowing. This super easy and effective practice technique is based on the idea of choosing someone who's native in the language you're learning, like a YouTube personality or a character from a TV show you like, and mimicking the way they speak. Sounds simple, right? Yes, but it's also so effective that I recorded a full video about it. If you want to learn more about this technique, you can check that video out next. Once you start feeling comfortable with how your voice sounds in this new language, it's time to start practicing with others. And believe me, this can be way easier than you think. Today, the best way to start speaking a new language for introverts and extroverts alike is with an AI-powered chatbot. It's literally like talking to a person without any of the pressure of talking to a person. And for those of you who have opted for MosaChat AI, the virtual e-tutor you have access to with the MosaLingua Premium subscription, it comes with an additional perk. And that leads us to our next tip. This last strategy goes hand in hand with the previous one because embracing your mistakes is an important step of learning a new language. I know this can be uncomfortable for some introverts, but you can put a positive spin on it. by thinking of a mistake not as a bad thing, but as a big neon sign that's pointing you away from the path you're supposed to avoid and helping you choose the right direction the next time. Another perk of using MosaChat AI is that you have the possibility to turn any mistakes you make while talking to our e-tutor into new flashcards for your MosaLingua app. That way, you can learn from those mistakes by reviewing them regularly in your daily learning sessions. And there you have it, my fellow introverts. Starting to speak a new language might seem daunting, but with these tricks, you'll be on your way to acquiring the skills and confidence you need to start speaking your target language in no time. Until next time, happy learning!
If you learned something new from this video, give it a thumbs up. Then, hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. Have a look around our channel for more hacks and tips. And if you're watching on another social media platform, like or follow our page. See you next time.